5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are live. All right, all right. Hi, everyone, and welcome to another Jaya Mindset, a space where we slow down to go deeper, exploring the inner frameworks that help us lead through chaos with clarity, resilience, and purpose. We've been getting a lot of requests from most of you regarding how to be a good leader, how to think like a founder, how to stay calm, and also how to keep taking the right decisions during the Web3 chaos. So that's why our today's theme is leading through chaos and storm, mastering the physical, mental, and also spiritual self. In an era of constant pressure and rapid change, especially as a Web3 enthusiasts and also Web3 professionals, leadership isn't just about decisions, but it's also about presence. How we show up in uncertainty defines the impact that we can create. And we are thrilled to be joined by someone who truly embodies this kind of mindset. So that's why our guest today is Orest a high performance strategist who has spent over 20 years integrating combat sports, cognitive science, spiritual discipline, and AI expert. How are you today, Orest?
Thank you. Hi, everyone, and thank you for this amazing introduction. Yes, I'm very great to be here. It's a good opportunity. I'm good. Yes, I very happy to share some insights, some experience, and discuss these topics today.
Amazing, amazing. And would you mind to share a little bit of your routine activities? Like, are you building a project, or maybe are you working as a specialist in this Web3 space?
So yes, let's briefly, because it's so many interesting topics what I want to cover, but let's focus it on the most important. The last 4 years, from the moments when OpenAI launched ChatGPT and all this big boom on the market with AI starting to be, I was involved on the very interesting, very nice startups called Halti AI, and I was deeply involved to building like a complex AI assistant, but with a main focus for the safely your data and security. So I had very practical experience with AI startups, and this practical experience is not like a just simple integration or work with some agent. It was like a very difficult to achieve everything what was on the roadmaps, and it's actually gave me, to understanding how work these AI systems and how technology transforming our way to achieve and build some project. And after 3 years, the company changed a little bit the scale and direction. So currently, right now, I am involved to multiply companies, mostly startups, like advisor, and I try like using my experience, my networking, and my passion with this niche, help them to make less mistake and achieve what they want for the next like 6-7 months, because what we see now on the market, the technology growing and technology changing come faster that can even suspect and predict everything change very quick. So right now I'm involved to multiply startups, and I'm doing a lot of technical and business research, everything what is connected with AI. I am also have a very interesting monthly newsletter where I try like put together and briefly tell to everyone what we are doing and what we are exploring during the months.
Oh, that's
Yes,
really cool. So it's always related with AI. So
mostly yes.
the most interesting fact is when you mention about the newsletter, Actually, we have a comment here saying that I'm following you on LinkedIn, Orest, also your newsletter on LinkedIn. So I think we already have one of your fans here.
Thank you very much. Yes, yes, I appreciate. Yeah, it was like some random decision
Mhm.
because we we all the time go through the mass of information, a lot of meetings, a lot of different experience with different startups, and sometimes you collect this data and you just want to share, and it's like some randomly this idea came to my head, and we spoke with my friends, and we decide like, okay, let's share this through the some newsletter and briefly try explain and cover the topic what is very important for people. And actually the topics what we want to discuss today, it's also like one of the topic what people want to discuss, what they want to have some answer how to move with all this complexity and all this situation on the market with all this technical revolution on the market with AI, what actually changed many traditional way to build something or provide something. And it's actually was the point. Let's start in this newsletter like and next generation inside, and try collect important answering for some questions what sometimes we receive.
I see. So it's like a sudden decision, but it actually become one of the
Yes.
best decisions. That, oh, that's interesting. That's cool.
Yes,
That's
true.
cool. Yes. Later, guys, I will share RS's newsletter name. So because somebody already asking questions about your newsletter name, is it free to subs to your
Yes,
newsletter?
yes, it's a free.
All right, so I'll put the link on the description later after the call, so you guys can stay tuned. And before we start the main discussion, I would like also to remind everyone, and first of all, to say hi to of our audiences. Right now, we have 65 of viewers. That's a really good one. So thank you everyone for spending your time to stream to our insights setting session. So make sure to stay tuned. Also, don't forget to share your friends. If you have any question, feel free to put it on the comment sections or maybe to our Telegram group, or you can directly DM me on Telegram from the group. Anything can be a way to ask a question. All right. So jumping on to our main discussion. I heard that you spent a lot of years doing some AI stuff. Also, you mentioned to me previously about combat sports in our discussion group, and also cognitive science on your LinkedIn. So I actually wondered that you spent over 2 decades in high performance disciplines from these kind of sectors. So how have those experiences actually shaped your ability to lead through chaos? Because I think everywhere we have some chaos situations, but it's not easy to handle one, especially when you're actually like holding several things at the same time. So what is your like secret recipe on that?
Yes, thank you for the question. So let's say starting from very briefly from my journey, how it started, and actually, uh, I I not starting from tech. It mostly like I graduated history. I was very passionate with history of the science, and after when I graduated the university, I moved to the project management. I was very good with build the team, with manage the team, with understanding where should be this person and what should do there. And I have these feelings, from the inside, like how project should be developed. And actually, it was my first step in IT companies and in general some product companies, how to navigate the small house in the team chaos. Yes, because different people, different character, different condition of the work, and it's how I started from there. And in the same time, I always all my life from the first year in the university till now I'm all the time involved to the researching, And you know what is that research? It's chaos with information and with different data, with different analysis, with different people who is involved to this part of exploring something. And you also try to put together the most important point and make this some summary and bring this, small values of the information after tons of the information to the people and say, okay, it's actually what we explore, it's actually what we achieve. And the same time also, I always was involved to sports because like many years ago in school, I have a car accident and I have a problem with my back, and it's pushed me to these habits, train every day, and I try like I train my back, and I was more than, I think in total it's 2 decades, but it's more than 10 years in different sports like boxing, and I try and even in the sports I was always the person who try research and explore the topic how work the biomechanic of the body, how work our muscles, how you can control your body when you need, and how you can bring this performance to your life. Also, I did a lot of stretching, and the last couple of years I started very like specifically be focused on the yoga, and all this experience from different sides is like academical journey and project management and sport. They like this three direction, they help me to build my understanding of the performance and of the balance, and understanding how to system, no matter it's like human system or fully digital and AI system work, because many things is the same basics, always have the same information. It's when only the scale and growing and starting to be different. But all the system starting, push me, okay, you need to understand how it's work and how to improve the process. Because if we try build something, or if we try do something before we move the process, try solve step by step this task, we should understand how system should be built and should be survive under the pressure. Because any project, it's no matter it's like a product company or some services company, on the journey will be always some pressure, and the system should be built with component what help to survive and pass this difficult time in the journey. It's actually what I bring, what I try till now bring into every team that I work on and every product what I working on, and try to explain them that everything starting from the first step, how we create and design the system of the work. If it's already there, then we need to explore the system and understand how we can run this process and achieve the success. So it's like a very briefly how my past experience affect my understanding and my opinion about this, like let's say, crisis management on the startups or in the company.
I see. I mean, uh, hearing about the experience, you've been building some sort of like strong foundations, like from sports and also project management, to actually build who actually you are right now. And if you don't mind me asking, I'd like to know like what is your main motivations to create this kind of discipline for yourself, because it's not easy for someone to be this kind of discipline and also create some sort of like mindset unless they have a really big goals or maybe some things that trigger their motivation to actually grow. So I'd like to know regarding that.
Yes, yeah, it's good questions. Actually, I met many people who was involved to different startups, and when we want, achieve some like a better result, and we discuss about weakness, about strong side, about our like plans and how we can improve all this. They actually very often ask the same questions. They say that we doesn't have enough discipline, and how we can perform, how we can change this. Because I
Yes.
try, when I work with teams, I try to have a very friendly relations. It's not about family like many companies, like a like corporate culture, they all very often try use the words like a family, but it's not correct words. What I use, it's not correct the strategy. We don't want to cover this topic, but what very correct and very important, it's honestly relations. We should be honest with people, because if people, if you explain them their weakness, it's easiest to understand for themselves how to work with this weakness. And the same with like if you sometimes people not understand they have a very strong skills, but they not use this because they not realize that, oh, I have this actually. Because between the cows and between the multitask and the old stress, what sometimes daily routine bring, people starting to lose and not understand where is the actually my strong parts of the skills and how I can use this. And you should be always very honest with them. And when we talk about this, about discipline, and most of them thinking that discipline creates some limitation in your life. It's like it's work opposite, but it's wrong actually opinion, because discipline, it's just the few rules what bring you to the level when you can use this discipline, and it can help you. And its work actually, it's have a fully opposite effect, not like we thinking, it's from combat sports to AI, like in cognitive science. No matter where you have this discipline and how you want to use this, uh, and people, it's the same with chaos, like people thinking, oh, if you have a troubles, it's and if everything I'm planning, it's enemy. But we don't need thinking that it's enemy. It's actually not correct way to move on and to follow and to achieve what we want, because there you not will achieve anything, and not build the good products, or not will have good results. And I try to explain them that you should starting from discipline yourself from 10, make this 10 times during the 10 days, and starting from small step. And this behavior, try to put in the like the best strategy or system what you can do. And after 10 days, you will 100% realize that it's actually very positive effect your dynamics in the work. It's not actually any limitation. It's not limitation. It's actually the pills from the pain, and it's actually
Yeah,
fixes the problem.
I agree. So it's not limiting your life, but it's actually to make yourself more organized and see like the true potential of it, right?
Yes, 100%.
That's so cool. Yeah, I completely agree with your opinion because I think we've been talking with a lot of founders, and one of their most secret recipes actually being discipline. Because, like you mentioned, it's not a thing to limit yourself by doing discipline, but it's actually on how to be maximize your potential. Like you
Yes.
could know how to manage your uh, at least time, and also especially for those who are multitasking, like you said. So I think it's a really good point to being underlined here. And one thing that I also reckon from your explanation is that you have lead a lot of teams, back then, and you become an advisor for multiple projects. You build system. So you mentioned that this discipline is one of the habits that could also help you in building yourself. And you also said that by doing it like from small step to and slowly progressively to become taking a bigger step in the discipline. And but sometimes uh, during the days or maybe some part of our life, we might have some mental disruption or maybe emotionally breakdown regarding our discipline. So, do you have any advice on how to basically become so consistent in discipline, or is there such thing like a cheating day on
Yes,
being disciplined?
yes, very good point. Before I give the full answer, I just want to mention one like brief parts of my experience. What I opened for myself many years ago. Uh, it's very simple. A very simple example, but very useful. Like in the one conversation between two experienced people, like they have a break and drink the coffee, and mm, one guy tell to other, say, it's very difficult to be a good person with everyone, because of course he like feeling some pressure, not everyone very friendly with him. But another guy, without any stopping, he immediately respond and say, you know what, I know the answer for your questions. If you want to be the good person for other people, just try be good every day with other people. Try be. It's not like a, like a discipline. You try do some action every day,
Uh-huh.
no matter if it's easy, no matter if you like it, no matter if it's bring you happiness. It's but you like try do this because you understand that it's correct, it's right. And after a while, you just starting realize that, oh, wow, I can be a very good person because I can be very friendly, I can speak with people well, I can solve some conflict between the people, and people like that. And it's actually the explanation. uh, if we talk about the startups or some companies where there's a lot of pressure, some high pressure environments, and where you cannot predict everything, especially now, in the age of the AI, when this
Yeah.
global transformation came. And now, like, sometimes I feel that people stop in thinking, personally they started thinking how the all market thinking, and they starting they change their direction, products, strategy, and be more similar like everyone, without understanding, if I need this right now, why I need to integrate something or change my products just to be similar like everyone, what I want to achieve. They're not asking these questions, because some it's happening, it's usually what happened when some changing comes.
Ah, yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
it was always happening with market came from one let's say page to another, like, and it's end of the one chapter, and AI will, it's already happening, but it will bring more bigger change in the world. And of course, I feel this personally, and I saw this from the many founders from many companies. They everyone feel that a little bit on prediction, and market not so stable, and it's very difficult to work in these environments, like and come every day to office, and come every day on the and stay on the front of the team, and motivate them and show them the roadmaps, and say, it's what we are doing. Because sometimes you just don't have an answer. And if you ask to ChatGPT, it's not actually answer. You should create answer basis on the data and information what you have in the company, and with team. And it's very difficult. And my recommendation, and like my advice, and it's actually what I am doing every day. uh, we should start in our day, our routine day. from the very important point. We should be very grateful and thankful for every day what we have. It's positive notes. It's not connected to the tech. It's not connected to the company, but it's how the human being, thousand and thousand years. It's how our brain work. It's how spiritually and physically we are built. If we are understand that we are very thankful for something, and if we like starting our day from this, the rest of day will be in different way. And I check this many times. I spend a lot of time for different conversation with different people, and everyone mentioned about this. So it's like I just my advice. No matter how it's difficult, no matter what happened, and every day it's a new day, and you should starting from the positive notes. And this it should be like be thankful for everything what you achieved till this day, till this moment. And after you can open your to-do list and starting with this positive feelings and work of the brain, starting to okay, what will be first, second, and starting to solve the everything what you have. um, it's actually, if you talk about from the human perspective, uh, from the more like if we talk about business and company and more specific let's say angle, how we can like solve this or that. I personally use very many years already some model of the observation, because different company, different problem, different people, different reaction, and every company have some different way to solve this or that, and challenges. Sometimes they have the same base of the problem, but actually they always different. But the model of this solving this situation, let's say high pressure situation, how to decide what to do immediately, how to act in this situation, and what to just let go and and move on. And I like I polished this model many years, and based of this I took from the real model what working, and I create this, let's say, my strategy. And maybe it's help for me personally, it's helped a lot. So if you meet some unpredictable situation in your like a daily routine and on your startups, you need to be always like in the boxing, everyone thinking that if you want to be very successful, you should be very like a pressured yourself. But it's work opposite. You need to be very relaxed. And for painter, I have a friend, he's professional painter, and he's always very relaxed. In dance, it's the same. Like if you relax it, if you feel the body, you can solve the problem, and you can move with clear mind what to do. And the same with like a very, let's say, high uh, pressure environments. Yeah, it's the same. If you stay part of this situation, then you cannot control, and you starting not remember about very important point, that problem what cannot be solved by you, uh, no need to stress. Problem what can be solved by you, okay, let's do that. Why you stress? In the both cases you don't need to stress. But if you meet this situation, and if you have this like a high pressure environment situation, you need first of all observe. You should have the very clear mind and very relaxed body. You need observe. You need document it. You need oriented and starting divide what is the high priority, what is it not. After you need decide and act, and it's close the cycle. And it's very often work with project management and with managers who actually come to the founders or to the CEO. Uh, Very often they come to on the meeting to him with problems, uh, but and it's actually the challenge because the founders or CEO he should give them immediately answer or the solution, but actually he doesn't need. But in the traditional way, everyone waiting that he say something how we should move on with this and with that. And it's actually the point one why very often we have a not 100% correct answer or solution for some problem, because the good manager or project managers or good team members, let's say team members, because no matter who came on the meeting with some problem, before he come to the his manager or to founder or to the CEO of company with some information, he should observe this information, observe from different angle, without any emotional connection, just observe the situation. You need oriented for what is the high priority, what is not, what we can solve by self, what we need helping. And then he need decide and put this to the documents and bring to the his manager, and manager will see the clear pictures. Then he 99% not make mistake and give the good answer or solution for this problem. But I believe that in high pressure situation, it's like a, let's say, simple mental loop. You need to observe this problem and after come with this to your manager or to your team. uh, it's how it's work on the practice.
I see. I agree. Uh, you actually mentioned a lot of really interesting things, and I couldn't be more agree with what you said, especially about this stress management. The way that you mentioned, we need to be relaxed first before we handling every type of situations, because uh, during a lot of our experience, not only you, not only me, maybe some of our viewers as well, we sometimes have a really stressful situations, and it always affect in the decision making, especially when we are a worker or maybe professionals. And by being relaxed, and then we can try to observe which one is the main priority, which one is needed to be solved before actually taking any actions. And then it can become one of the most efficient way to solving any problem that we're currently having or maybe we're
Yes.
currently facing. And I completely agree with that, especially when you mentioned about the grateful and being thankful, because uh, starting the day with a positive vibes could have a really big impact on the result of whatever we are doing on that day. Because if we started to be self-aware on what we actually have, and also we try to be thankful, become the more positive in the morning, like for example, to start the day, and usually it result will be much more positive compared to like starting the day with the stress, or maybe becomes easier to panic. That will be have a different result. And you also explain a lot about in the high pressure situation, or maybe in the really high stress level situations. And during your experience in the professionals, or maybe in your personal life, I'd like to know, how do you actually decide on what, like the action, which one is worth to do, or maybe which one is worth to handle, and which one is better to let go, basically not to take any action of it, especially during the high pressure situations. How do you actually decide which one to do, or maybe which one to let off?
Yes, thank you. First of all, I think it's the most important point that if you try compare what is super important, what can be put on the next day or next week. It's actually depend with understanding of the company situation, of the product situation by you. So, if we talk locally and you need to decide, okay, you observe the situation, you plus minus oriented, okay, we have a two type of the problems and it's super important and it can wait. And then you need to decide. If we talk locally, like in this moment, in this time, then you need to understand what I can do by self. Then for sure you need immediately solve this. And what needs some help from outside. Then you need a little bit more time to involve helping people and team members or some tools. But it's everything, connect to the time. You need a little bit more time. But if you little bit zoom out the situation, then you have a situation from the little bit bigger distance. Then you can evaluate after observation the situation from different site and from different distance, and then we can cover a little bit deeper topic of the problem, how to decide what should be solved immediately, what later. Because in company, the most important point for solving the problem, it's a clarity. It's understanding what is super important right now and what can wait. If each of members in the company, it's like from the manual, like a QA, from the middle developer to the like a management, all this line feed by people, and each of them should understand very clearly clarity of our roadmaps. Then no misunderstanding of the realizing what should be solved immediately, what not, because you very understand what is high priority, what can wait. And it's actually very often, most of, I cannot say for everyone, but what I meet and that what I saw, and sometimes my friends who is founders, they we like share the experience. I hear the same. Sometimes, on the meeting, everyone say, yes, we understand. And problem is that not understand clearly, because the clarity starting not from the how you accept information, how you understand, but how the manager explain this information. Because actually it's why we have a team leads, and it's why we have a manager. It is how we have a head of the some departments or teams, because these people, it's people who should understand and clarify everything in the way from, let's say, helicopter's view. They should understand each of the parts and how it should be connected together, and they explain this to the members. Because developer from let's say product team, he don't care actually about what's going on in somewhere infrastructure. He can in general understand, but he don't need understand the whole pictures. It's not his responsibility. But for understanding him, what is super important for him right now and right here, it's how to his manager explain him our journey from his perspective, from the perspective that you see the whole pictures from helicopter view. I'm not bad player in the chess, and I not long time ago opened for myself the Go. Amazing game. I never can predict that it's will be so fun, and I so like it this game, because I never played before. But look like
Okay.
I have some even success, because I'm like a new there, but I have a success, and I like it how my mind thinking when I play that. And it's actually even the chess or Go. It's explain you how you in general should observe the the, let's say, boards and how it should play, how game should move on there. You understand each of members. You understand uh, why you move there but not here. And it's the same with task management, and the same with, let's say, crisis management. The people who responsible for one small parts of the work, they usually it's very loyal and very responsible people for the parts where they are. They should not understand everything. They should understand where is actually their responsibility. Of course, if they take more responsibility, they should. It will be even better. But if they solve problem on the 99% what they should, no need to more, I think the general pictures will be very successful. The general project will go to the successful direction. uh, so the summary, if locally, let's say, without the problems from general management of the project, you should make choice what I should do right now because I can do this. It's my responsibility. I clearly understand it's mine, and I can do so. Immediately do that. No postpone, no waiting, no need to reschedule this and put for not. You should do this. What I cannot, you don't need thinking how to find solution. You need thinking who can help and how we can do this with team members faster, because even you can do this by yourself, but it's take more time that you spend 5 minutes on the call with someone and observe the task and understand how to solve this. But if you talk about general situation, need to come to very important point: clarity in company and clarity in between the team members about the direction, about the task management, about the situation of the product. Or if it's like a services company, no problem, the clarity should be between them, and it's a big responsibility on the managers, like it's on their shoulders. Actually, they should to bring this clarity to each of members, because it's actually 100% effect to person who will meet under high pressure environments some situation, and this person 2 times better will be reacted, more clearly observed, and will be oriented in this situation if from the start, before this situation happened, the manager or two leaders of this person bring the clarity. What is for us, it's super important. It's why I like it a lot. I always, I like it documents. I work in the university, and I was working in university and before, and during the life, a lot of my time it's with documents, with a lot of books, and I like it, look for the good information, and I like it, put the notice and documented some important information, and it's like actually teach me to create a lot of documents. I have a lot of documents on different topics. I put this together, and sometimes, after a while, when you already not remember about this research, but when you read again, it's sometimes opening you some new angle of the understanding. But it's why I like it documented everything, and the managers and people who involved, founders, no matter, they should work on documents. They should prepare the documents where they explain each of their step, why we move there, why we do that, why is these features, and it should be very high level technical or business document, and it should be shared between the people who involved, and these people should understand, and they should spend a little bit more time on that, but they should understand the clarity, the point, what is our goal, what we want to achieve, and what should be done after 6 months. They should everyone understand, because when routine come, when problems come, when high pressure come in their routine life, in their routine work, they will not understand what was discussed and agree on the start. They will be try solve the problem what should be solved right now, not understanding the connection of this problem and general plan of the project, how it's affect. It's why they should know this, like an instruction of the work. I observe and I notice many companies, they not starting from the good documentation, they not starting from the good architecture, they not starting from the good, let's say, milestone on or some roadmaps, professional roadmaps where you explain each of your steps, and you uh, explain this in the way that everyone understand. Okay, it's very smart why we go there, why we use these tools, why we make this decision, and they feel that they are the parts of the big mechanism and system, and then their brain realize this in the high pressure, because they understand that we are not alone in this situation, but we work all like a system. But system starting from the instruction, developing, like a small documents, and it's first step. If people pass that, if they not pay attention enough for this, after, of course, they forget many things, and it's bring a little bit distraction of the routine.
I see. I see. I think it's a good point when people are actually need to start to realizing uh, their potentials are so to get more attention to actually what they've been doing, because I agree. Sometimes people can get erupted. Sometimes people heart can get corrupted. So it actually be good. It's actually good to be kind to everyone, especially. So that can also make the better us. I say. All right, all right. So, uh, first of all, thank you, Orest, for answering all of my questions. That was really meaningful, especially to me because sometimes when I hear about your explanation, I started to forget that I'm actually the host. I thought I was one of the audience as well because I'm listening like so seriously, and now uh, I've read the chat, our comments now that people keep asking like, can we jump directly to the question? I have a lot of questions to ask, and as of now, we have received over than 20 questions combined. So that is a lot of questions. And guys, as usual, I'd like to apologize if we cannot take all of your questions. We might maximum as usual sessions. We will take 3 or maybe 4 questions that we have received.
Yeah, now we
So
should now we should
yeah,
observe, oriented, and make decision what is the most
yes, this
important
is
and
the
what we
way on how we try to implement the
yes.
implement the theory that Ora has been explaining. So I'll try. I've read some of the questions here. Some of the questions actually have been answered during his explanation. So I'll try to cover some of the most unique question, or maybe some questions that might be not a little bit like not haven't been answered before. So the first question is coming from the YouTube comment from Sweko. So the question is, can you share your approach to structuring your day, especially when juggling on multiple high-stake projects?
Yeah, it's interesting questions. It's actually the base what should be done by each of us in life. Like we need to know what is the priority for us and how we actually they build correct. I not say right. Let's say correct plan for day, and how we can manage this day during the unpredictable situation sometimes, and under high pressure situation very often. And yeah, so be honest, like during my, let's say, career at the last like 15 20 years, when from the moment when I started, like from the university working, and what I can say, many times I make some correction, and of course, like all humans, we sometimes start to do something new. We try this a little bit. It can, bring a small change to our, like, let's say, routine. And after we again come back to the things what we like to do and what should be included 100% to our, like, a daily life. Uh, Sometimes I try be very creative, and I if I have some available time, free time, and there is nothing, even this 10 minutes, I like it, do some like reading, or watch some nice podcast or some interview. But it's unpredictable. Yeah, it sometimes happens with everyone. But what I can, for sure, say that it's in my life during the decade, let's say, like 1 decade, it's always. So it's, let's say, three components. It's very difficult even keep this three point. We not go like a wow, hour by hour, from the moment when you wake up, you make some exercises, you make yoga, you praying, or you you know starting thinking what very, like, what nice in your life, what in you starting this day from the very big grateful for everything what you have, because actually our life in general, it's the most bigger gifts what we can have. It's for free, but we have this life, and of course it's why our this day should be starting from the positive notes. And after, like, you have some breakfast, or you drink water, and you check your email. Sometimes I change the, I starting from the reading something, learning something, because you are very fresh. And after, I always come back to the your task list, and check the email, and try before 12, like, give everyone respond, because, like, from the last nights or evening, someone can message you, and not keep people waiting, and move all process, and actually observe the task list, because some task you planning, but something can, appear in the morning, because if it's uh, multi companies journey, or like you in one team, or you're in the company where it's multi teams, so it's always, you cannot predict everything. So I try, like, a observe and act before 12. I try to check the list with task list, understand what I can do immediately, respond to everyone. And it's actually, let's say, work all the time. It's no matter if you in-house team, or you work remotely, or you work part-time. You wake up, you do your yoga, you pray, you have a breakfast, you work. And after, you have some lunch, and it's the same. And you work, and you have some meeting call. So actually it's basic things, it's everyone do something similar. But what I understood during the, like, the last 10 years, that in our routine we don't need ignore and not thinking about our health, about our ignoring our health, our, like, mental health, physical health, spiritual condition. Because I met many people who working well, they perform high level, they bring a lot of values to the company, but they ignored their condition of their body and mental health. And they usually people who not remember about our main computer, our main supercomputer. It's our body, and they start to focus it only on the work, and not, fix it or keep in the good condition your body. After, they pay more, they pay double, and they will lost a lot. So I try, like, keep in always in my routine, it's physical exercises. It should be included to your daily routine. It's not mean that you should like go for 3 hours to gym and spend there like a half a day, but it should be minimum 25, 30 minutes, and it's enough. And it can be something favorite by you, like if you like a tennis, it can be tennis. If you like it walk, you can walk. If you like it yoga, perfect doing yoga. But you should do something with your body. Your body, it's a supercomputer, but this computer, this mechanism work only when you have a dynamically um, moving, and your life have a dynamically built strategy, like you all the time move, do something, learn, not statically. Static, it's something opposite to the health. You cannot just sit, eat, and sleep. Then you destroy yourself, and success will not come anyway. So physical exercises, yoga, uh, it's always, almost every day included to my routine. And I have a many like a, in the past, many problems with my back, with my left legs, and only with sport exercises, with difficulties, what I threw and pass, uh, I actually fixed this problem. At least I can walk, I can do many things. If I'm ignoring this, who know? Maybe it's the scale of the problem change, and it can destroy many things in the life. Uh, I learn all the time something. It's from the school. It's difficult to push you learn what you need right now. It's very difficult. It's already, we talk about the discipline, uh, but I learn something what I like it every day. It's also like, it's not mean that you should spend 4 hours, watching podcast, not put notes in your, like a tablet, and spend whole day for learning. No, but if you learn every day, minimum 20 minutes, good if 1 hour, for 1 year, you have a very good results. And I'm very grateful for the time. I'm very thankful for the time, because I was starting my university in that time when I should, rewrite in whole books in the library, and after learn everything what I write. And in that time, it's funny, but in that time, it was the easiest way to take some information from the library, because some information was only in the books, and this books was physically only in the library. And uh, now, in this age of the technology progress, we have so many blessings. You can learn everything wherever you want. Just be this little bit disciplined, control yourself, control your time. It's very important. And focus it. If like after you control your time, you put this on the schedule, you're enough discipline that you can put this every day for 20 minutes. After, just focus it this 20 minutes or 30 minutes to learn something new. Especially it will work if you will learn the same topic or the same direction, like 3, 5 months or half a year. Then you will see huge results. So sports, meditation, yoga, learn something new. I remember my professors from university, 85 years old, and it's example to all of us, like a younger generation, how person can be motivated, how person can nicely dress it, look nice, clean, very grateful for everything what have in life, what did you, because the person doing all life what love it do. Professor explore some direction, some topic, and teach the students. And I was asking one day, like how No, I was asking from where you take all this energy and motivation. It's like 85 years old. How you can come every day to university and continue to teach students and be so motivated, so happy to do what you are doing. And you know what he told me, and it's like it's my in my brain. It's like a 15 years still now. I remember and I try implement this every day in my life. He say, make me happy, learn something new and tell this to the other people. So it's super important when we learn and when we share this information. And I can say 100%, it's the most like the most interesting time, the most difficult times, but the same times time when we have so many doors, but we sometimes we so lazy or not motivated or dismotivated to open this door and try something new, to learn something and follow to our like plan. You can whole library in your laptop. You can uh, be for like a 1, 2, 3 years very professional person in some direction with some skills, and you can know about some topics huge amount of information if you put you to the discipline what make you free. It's like a very important point. Discipline make us free. We are free. People thinking that without discipline they are free, but unfortunately it's not. We are free only when we have a discipline, because we can control ourselves and we say, I can make decision what I am doing or not. And I'm very happy to say that I can do the same things because I understand very deep that it's good for me. I can learn every day 25 minutes, 30 minutes every day about something. Of course, if more, it's even better, but depend how much time you have. And I spend time, we should all spend time with, depend, like with family, friends, or with people that not talk with you only about work. And it's very important even to, they build this border, and sometimes uh, and little bit teach family or our friends, when you come, you not continue talk about job and not bring your project to this place and to the family, and a little bit give a reset and update your brain in information. You need reset a little bit. You cannot think in 24/7 about some project. Of course, all of us, we went through this. Sometimes, when you involve so deep to some project, especially if it's like some difficult tech project, and especially if it's startups, especially with if it's like not enough funds, and we should, build more that we can, and everything, in very high speed. Sometimes, this information about work keep us everywhere. But from the experience, from the very experienced people, from founders, uh, we hear the same opinion that sometimes we need, a little bit stop, relax it, not thinking about something natural, something from the routine life, family, and kids, wife, girlfriend, depend. Yeah, and little bit switch off your attention, and it will be in the like next day. It will be more effective for you that you like keep this information whole evening and whole night. So spend time with people what love you and what love by you. It's also very important. And the last point, what is super important for me, what is always included, you know, um, I cannot say that it's every day I can do this, but I try at least if I have this opportunity, or I try look for this opportunity to help some another people's. Maybe it's personally just my habits, or just my decision, have this strategy. uh, I try share information, help to people, advice to people, not like a work, because I keep in my mind very important rules, what was created during the life. And I understand when you can give something to someone, no matter what. Like we not talk only about material things. You can give advice, you can help with some task, you can support by good conversation, you can invite on the coffee. It's no matter what. But I believe the people who ready to give someone, they already very successful, even they not, in fact, yeah, even they not have a huge salary, even their startups not bring the millions of dollars yet. But if you can give someone, that it's mean that you have a more than enough, you have a more that you need. And this energy and this concept always bring to you uh, good people, uh, and bring to you also many positive events what will happen in your life. So it's also always included in my life. I can say almost every day, but it's depend. But let's say 75% of my life it's included. I always look for opportunity to help someone. And basically it's my routine. Yeah, we not talk about small things, because it's like build the human life. We are all actually doing many similar things. But it's maybe what I mentioned about this stuff what make a little bit different this way. It's many years I'm passionate with sport, many years I'm doing, even I'm not happy with this, even it's difficult for me, even I want to sleep, but I wake up, I'm doing my sport, I train, I try make 3 more repetition, tomorrow 5 more. And it's little bit helped me with, even with simple things. uh, Even in the most difficult day, I try find always the things that I can be grateful for that. And I try to build this day in the very positive way, even everything crashes and damages around. And it was many times like this. And I try be every day very loyal to things what I'm doing. Let's we not use this the only words that we have a discipline. Let's use the words that we are loyal to the things what we are doing, what we try follow. And it's every day like us. And I try learn every day something. It's like the last 5 years it's the same topic, let's say. The last 10 years it's almost the same. But I try and learn and deeper, and create the documents, write about this, meet the people. And I try spend time with family. And very important, I try help if people around needs this helping, if they asking, especially if they asking. And even this costs for me a lot. Sometimes look like from the first moments that we are lost, you know but actually we never lost, because even you not receive anything for this, but you realize that I'm very happy for life, look like I'm successful on the way where I am. And I'm very successful with the things what I'm doing, because I have enough time to help someone. It's not mean that because it's not social project. It's not like from the morning to evening you help someone, but you always opening to the opportunity when you can help to someone if it's need. Yeah. So basically, if it's help to someone, or if it's remind to someone uh, how to build some good planning on the daily routine. So I briefly mentioned about the main point.
I see. The whole point is like try to become ourselves human again. try to connect with your loved one, because sometimes we've been too stressed by talking about works every day, and it's good to have like a cheating day by we're talking about talking with your family, your wife, your friends, that is not always talking about work. And it's also a good point when you stated that we have to involve or maybe try to do physical activities at least, whether it's like a 30 minutes or maybe 1 hour, but it could give us a really good result when we're doing it in the long term. Because as a remote worker, I think all of us are agree that we spend a lot of time sitting on the desk in front of the laptop, and sometimes we forgot about exercising our physical, and ended up our day with feeling of tired. But the thing is, we forgot that this big supercomputer inside of us is actually needs to be practiced every day.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. All right. I hope that answers your question. That's such a really good answer, Orest. Thank you very much. And
Thank you very much.
one of the questions that we also have is from Ultemu from our Telegram group. So the question is, any recommendation on how to initially start a team when we don't have a big fund?
Yeah, it's actually in the morning I spoke with my friends uh, about some similar topic. Let's say in the traditional way, we have two category of the starting a team. It's what, from my experience, I saw, and I can say for sure it's how it's happened. Even a small team, no matter one one team, it's a team built uh, by professional HR or recruiters or the operation team who's already there, or by co-founder. But it's professional way when you try evaluate each of the members or people what you need through the requirements and job description, and you like we talked before you start and do something, make the document. So if you create the real uh, documents, very correct writing, and when you understanding after analysis that exactly if we close this position, that the values of company will be grow because we start to solve this or that problem, and you hire the people. You can know these people, you cannot, it's no matter, because it will be from market. And uh, it's very traditional way. You observe your needs, you find let's say the empty space, you say, okay, here we need the person who can solve for us this problem. It's how it should be actually. And basis on the problems, you create the documents who can be on this position, and you hire the person. There is no emotional connection, there is no any relations, there is no deep understanding of the um, habits, like in general, mostly hard skills, a little bit soft skills you can observe, and you have other person. But in the same time, if this person not 100% good for you, it's again any emotional connection, any relations, just very professional relations. If you fire this person not will be upset at all, because hire by some requirements. If you not successfully achieve these requirements, and if you not achieve our goals, so then we need to replace. Most companies do very successful in this way, especially if it's a little bit bigger company. They don't have a time to focus it on, some friends of friends. But many small companies, many small startups have I can say for today, it's also very traditional way to build small team. It's friends of friends, and it's people who come to company by some introduction, some recommendation from someone who is also close by, and mostly this way work very well, and mostly I think mostly people have a good results that bad, and but there is the responsibility a little bit different, because you have some emotional connection to the person that you bring, and if you have this positive notes, you will be a little bit, have some bigger expectation that this person, okay, my friends advise me that this person will be perfect for all positions, but we are all human, and sometimes we make some mistake. And let's say from the human management, from the human relation, it will be even more difficult work, because you have expectation from one side, you oriented that this person will achieve this, but also this person can stuck, and it's difficult. um, it's sometimes it's difficult, more work for HR and for team lead, for manager, because it's sometimes it's have some small problems. But in the both case, we have a work with humans, and work with humans, I can tell you the secrets that know everyone, but no one actually pay attention for that. uh, with in the age of AI, in the age of this like a crazy global tech revolution, when everything changing, and everyone feel that, uh, no one, no one till now, I think it's not happen soon, never create this system or technology what can replace the real manager or team lead, or the person who can manage people, make good work. We starting from that, because the real manager, he observe everything from the helicopter view. He understand so deeply details of the project and of the company life, a real manager, that no one sometimes pay attention for this. And this position cannot be replaced. It's very difficult to even find good managers, not not like, let's say, replace. And in the both case, with when we work with human, when we want to build the team, we need to understand that person every day can a little bit change the behavior, and ask some questions, personal questions. Person can have some problems. Person can bring a little bit own life to the company. And before you starting to build the team, before you starting hire someone, before you ask first questions about the skills of this person, you need clarify very clearly for yourself what your products, your startups, or your services really solving, because it's a real questions or real topic what should be discussed on the start of each of journey. If you need team, so you need team for something, and clarity from this moment starting and 100% affect the next step of the journey, and affect of the right choice of the hiring and looking for the good people. If you clarify that, okay, it's specific of my products, it's our vision of the products, and these products have this solution for such problems on the market. And if it's everything documented, it's very easy to find correct people for right position, who 100% in total, help you achieve what you want faster and more effective. and performance will be higher. The big mistake of the companies before they start and build the team, sometimes they start in, create some chart of the team and create the position, and sometimes they came with some crazy idea that they need this person, they need that person, and they start to cut, and after when they hire these people, they start to create work for them, and sometimes some crazy work what not needed to be done actually in this moment, um, because no clarity from the start. Clarity starting from the moments when you clearly understand what your service or your product solve, and list with problems or one problems. It's depend. Products, it's always solution for something. Services, it's always solution for something. When you understand the solution, what you want to bring on the market, then you clearly understand by what people I can achieve this. When you understand this, the next step, you start to hire people. You should, it's no matter like both way what we mentioned before. It's classical way, like you hire through the agency, you hire from some your networking. It's no matter. It's depend. It's work with people, and if you, after asking all the questions about their hobby, their life, their hard skills, soft skills, when you have a first interview, you should clearly explain them the point, the goal, what you want to achieve with them. And if these people understand this correct, so it's part of your team. I believe that now it's like very popular topic, like that AI take work from the developers, from this and that. Of course, will be big change. It's another topic. Will be big changing on the market. But what I understand that small team with big clarity, with extremely ownership of the work, when each of the person understand that we are the small parts of this system, and it's your player, it's the people that can be nearby, and with people who have the same feelings, you can achieve the success of the company. I don't want like uncover the topic that how should be look this person. Clarity of the products, clarity of the solution, clarity of the position who can achieve this and who can solve this. It's give you the good results. And cross-functional team that I don't like the like with what I saw. Maybe for someone it's work well, but I not like it so much that companies grow so fast and companies have so many people and so many departments or the team, because the best, it's not mean that company cannot grow if it's need, but I like it more when it's cross functional, when most of people can be replaced and most of people can help to each other, because we built the team not to give someone work and keep them on this position. We build the team to achieve our goal and build something or provide some services. It's mean that we build the system, and system should work. People can be fired, or some people can say, I look for some new opportunity, I want to change the world. It's normal things, it's the life. And the processes should be built in the way that everyone understands this, and everyone not complain at all. They come to interesting project to learn something, to have a new experience, to grow, to build something amazing, and life going on. And of course, they can move to another things. So I think now priority is not big team, it's small people, it's people who understand the clarity of the products or the services, and they can be hired or fined by some professional agency. It's both cases is very good, or through the some recommendation from someone, it's also work well. But they should understand that they come work in the company because we all want to achieve this, and it's our deadline. And if you replace them, or if they not perform well, they should not complain. That they should understand this from the start, that we're not here to make you busy and give you like some crazy task because we want to see that you're doing something, or we're not like the charity that we give you the work. We company when we want to achieve something, and you like a founder or owner, you want to actually this results. And most of us, we sometimes we change the role. uh, 10 years ago we look for the job, but after 10 years we already founder of the company, and again after 10 years we already like have managed some huge company. It's how life development. And most of people understand small this point only when they have a huge experience, when they went through all this stuff. But if you have a this clarity, understanding all of these points from the start, it's easiest to build all the relations with people. So build on the clarity, tell them true, look for the people who 100% can be put on the position, who 100% achieve the main task on your company or your services, what you're doing. It's actually like it's very long conversation about this, because I spend on this a lot, and I spend a lot of time on building the team, and build of performance metrics, and help to people growing, not like I just evaluate their performance in the company, but help them understand how they can do their job effectively. And it's more better strategy than just track the metrics and say this person work well, this not. It's understanding of the quality of work, and understanding of the uh, task what should be done immediately, and try connect all this between the many people, multiply player. And I spend on this a lot of time, and it's actually very important things, because some of companies, they hire so much people without the understanding what people we need now. And actually, in when you jump on this bus of the startups, you actually don't have too much time already there. You like running, and sometimes you make a lot of mistake because a lot of pressure, and you have 1,000 of the problems what you need solve, and at the same time you need hire the people. And what I know really, that better be a little bit more prepared from the start, when you're not yet on this bus of of the startups life, and be prepared like how it should be done. Of course, you never prepare fully. You always meet many challenges, and you will learn something. But the clarity of the what you're doing, why I'm doing this, it's 100% affect the quality of the team, and the way how you hire them, and how many of them. Sometimes 4 people can make work what 12 people cannot, and it's actually 100%. I think not so many people mention about this, but I know this from very deep angle. Uh, to run team with 4 people and have the same result that some companies run, like a company with 12 and 15 people, it's it's high quality work, and it's possible to achieve 100%. But everything starting from the clarity of the journey, what we want to achieve, where are we going, how we achieve this. And if everyone understand, it's possible. Yeah, I think it's like a briefly.
Yes, I completely agree. Because, like, if I take some examples from the game studios, there are some like a really big gaming companies with really a lot of employees. But some of the most famous game that even received the Game of the Year is actually an indie game that maybe only have a team of three or maybe a team of five that can be actually creating a Game of the Year. So it's a high quality of work, just like what you mentioned, and know what the product, your product or your services actually is would be the main key or maybe like the strongest foundations before things go forward, because it also will affect in the hiring later on. I completely agree with that. All right, I hope that answer your questions, Ultemu. All right, so one last question is actually a mystery question that is coming from our community. So from all of Jaya Talent sessions, we always have a mystery questions that is not being briefed to the speakers, and the question is coming from the community. So they voted, create this kind of mystery questions, and they want us to ask the speaker about it. So no pressure at all. It's just simple questions. All right. So here's the question. Okay. Think quick. If AI suddenly took over the world and you saw it on the news, what will be the first thing you will do?
Uh, let's I understand. Let's you repeat one more time. I want to understand correct
All right.
what they want.
All right. So the question is, if AI suddenly took over the world, like in the movie, and you saw it on the news, what will be the first thing you will do? Like the fastest reaction that you could do.
Um, I know that most of people want to, hear from me that I will not surprise it because I'm a AI researcher. I know a lot of stuff, so I'm not surprised that it will happen. But like if we, a little bit calm down and start to think
Uh-huh.
more in the simple way, how it will happen. Uh, I think most people can be more surprised because big changes come faster than they plan it.
Yes,
Because
I agree.
most of us, it's like how our mindset, brain thinking, we realize many important things in our life, and we know that okay, it's painful, it's not, it's bring problem, it's no, and we
Yep.
can realize many different things, but the problem is that we not pay attention too much of that, and
Yes.
we start to remove the importance of the this situation from our attention and starting follow to our world. We're thinking that oh, okay, it's our world, we're living here, and everything around it's not sometimes affect our life. It's sometimes it's affect probably some life but not our life because we build the different direction. uh, I can say I think it will be good for end of this conversation, and probably this answer even a little bit, deeply answer for these questions. But what I can say that historically we are living in the most fascinating time, the most interesting time in the history of the human from the science and technology perspective. And it's hard to believe, but this time it's actually already right now. And it's interesting, because if you not make important decision and not give to enough attention on this changing, this, let's say, new era of technology, this era can be very challenging era for us. If we will give enough attention on this, and this attention starting with discipline and with loyalty to your habits, slowly, day by day, change your life, change your routine, change the strategy of your professional work skills. If this day come, what was mentioned in the questions, you will be not surprised. You just meet, say, okay, I'm here, and I know what I should do the next. If this day not come, you say, I'm here and I know what to do next. Because each of the technology transformation or transformation of the life, from the Paleolithical era, millions of years ago, and it always come in the very unpredictable way, and it's in total change our life, in general change our life. And sometimes it's not change specifically your life, because you can be good painter, or you can be very professional, coach in the gym. You don't care about this technology change, but this size of the changing, or this the scale of the era what we are living now, change each of the parts, each of the lives, each of the person on the planet, because we are 100% connected to the technology. People historically never in history of the human never travel so a lot like now in the last 30 years, never in the history. And the humans never did so many transactions. I'm not talking about the transaction through the virus, yeah, like with money, because of course 100 years ago it was impossible. But even action with money, with action between the companies and connection between the people, it's never history, never happened like the last 30 years. So it's like a connection between the individuals, connection between companies, connection between the customer and companies, and connection between country and country, and connection between different nations, connection between different technology. Combining all this, create the fully new era and transforming a way for living all of us. And we are all understanding how to stay safety and protect our workplace, intelligence, in even decision making, because all the situation in the world, global world, affect our decision making. It's why very important to be focused, like we talked before, focused on the things what we are loyal. If you're loyal to make your every day, you need. If you're loyal to learn something new, learn. If you're loyal work like front-end developer, make the skills bigger, change the scales, use the new framework, use the new technology, be better, and grow it this way. Because old playbooks, it's cool. We every person generate or create the books of our life, and this like playbooks work, but it's not mean that it will be work always. But at the same time, it's not mean that it's work not anymore. It's work, but we need to continue write our life, build our skills, develop our hard and soft skills in the way when we can be step by step with the era when we're living for, and then it's no surprise it for us. And I believe, like I saw, I told before, we're living in the time when it's huge amount of the opportunity, in the same time huge amount of the challenges. It's the same, never before without challenges. It's always happened historically, always was difficult. But discipline, loyalty, passion what you're doing, and if you love it what you are doing, always help you, to be integrated in the system what development uh, and and is developed by, not dependent with us people. And we will be parts of this system, but in this system we will have our own roles responsible for our cycle and our people and our project. And then we can survive and everything will be fine. But everything starting from the morning when you wake up, And when you say thank you for everything what they have, and everything in our life starting from the moment when you work in your team and you cannot solve this or that problem, and you not put the problem on their shoulders, but you always try solve this by self and say I hope for your support and helping, not remove responsibility from you on that, then it's work. So it's interesting time. Maybe one day we will talk about this specifically, but yes, if AI change everything, remove everything, we will have different different atmosphere for work. Then we will be use different strategy. But right now we need to be sure that AI it's the most interesting and at the same time the most difficult tools created by a human for the whole history, and all of us can run this tool, can work on this, and can use for successful on your own life or your company, and create your journey. So I believe that it's good time for us.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, we're living in the one of the biggest transition in the human history.
Yes.
Like the AI thinks it's something new, and it feels good to experience this, especially from where we growing. That we have, like for example, you've been working in the library. You read a lot of books. You're writing from a lot of books as well. But right now, we can just take the whole library in our pocket,
You
basically,
have it.
and
Yes.
as the librarian.
Yes.
So it's a really we actually living in a
and
really good time.
and
I agree.
let's I add only one point. Sometimes my conversation or my type of the speaking look like a motivational, but no, I just understand the different way of developing of the things, because in my head I combine the technical and not technical things, and I understand how work the human and AI system, tech and not tech. It's why sometimes I talk. But what I can say, in the way in where we are living now, in the time of this era, like you say, it's only the way how we can survive when we can combine our human skills, our nature, our spiritual and mental health, and the same times we can combine with the result of hundreds of years of the humanity, and these results it's AI and all technology what they bring on the market, and we are like part of this situation because all our life fully integrated in that, and it's only the way to how to combine. We should not split. We should combine and say, okay, I've passion what I'm doing, but I'm loyal what I believe it. And you develop yourself in the same times you learn how to use everything what is around. Then you have a balance, and then you not will lost control. You can be 100% tech oriented, but if you not keep balance with your mental health, with your body health, with your spiritual condition, you will lost everything. And the same time, if you will be, I love it, the spiritual people, and it's the people that I want to spend more my time to for conversation on the weekend. I love them, but it's also, you cannot be so right and only doing the spiritual life, because you will not survive in this society. You need to work also. So the best way it's look for the balance that can keep you alive and keep you on the stage, when you can help other people, when you can build the nice startups, when you can understand what you should use with clarity, because you understand you are in. And the same time, you can be very spiritual person. You can have a yoga in the morning. You can have a good session with stretching and brief session and with your friends, you can pray, you can be very thankful, you can be involved with some social project, and you can live in the harmony of the life. And I believe the person who can achieve this balance never can be replaced by machine, but always will be good operator for any of type of machine. It's like I think I a little bit more explained the feelings about this question.
That's really cool. I think a lot of our changes is really big happening, and not everyone can actually adapt to it. And like you mentioned, things that we could do and we should do is actually to combine it and to make ourselves improve, to get everything's done, like for example better, by utilizing all of the technology that is existing and the future potential as well. And that's really what's important with this. All right, so um, everyone, it comes to an end. And before we wrap up, I would like to thank you, Orest, for all of your insights for today. A true reminder that clarity isn't found in the absence of chaos, but in our capacity to stay disciplined, to stay being self-aware, and also being surrounded by people that we love and who loved us. And to everyone watching, thank you for being here with us at Jaya Mindset. Remember, no matter the storm outside, the real work is staying steady inside. So it's always coming from your self before it go externally. And we hope you leave today's session feeling more centered, resilient, and also empowered. Because I see that in our group, people are saying that this is one of the best motivational sessions. It's really cool. So thank you again, Ores. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube and also follow Ores newsletter. I will put
Yes,
the link later
please.
on in the comments, also in the group. And until next time, stay grounded and keep leading with intention. Again, thank you, Ores, for your time.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you all of who join us. And I think I was bringing a little bit, this clarity with life, spirit, body, business, and everything from the practice perspective, because I'm the last 20 years involved that. And I believe that everything can be achieved if we can be loyal what we are doing. Thank you very much.
Agree. Be loyal of what we are doing. Love what you do, guys. Thank you very much. You are the best, Ores.
Thank you.
Okay. See you in the next time.
Thank you.